Welcome to Showing Off with Brian Newman and Angie Pontani. Hey,
yeah, baby. What's going on, man?
Oh, nothing. I'm excited to be here today and getting ready to talk to another one of our fabulous co-workers. But before that,
wait,
I mean, how
wait.
are you?
I'm all right, man. I'm good. I'm feeling good. I'm
Yeah.
I don't know. I had a bunch of martinis last night. Got home at like 3:30 in the morning. And
Brian is living the life of a showgirl. Look at him. He's here with his feathers
just
fluffed
call me, what is that other song?
glorious.
Delilah.
Ophelia?
Ophelia. That's it. Ophelia.
Are you feeling more like Ophelia this morning than the showgirl?
Today. Yeah, those martinis hit hard. But I'm feeling great. I'm happy to be here. I can't wait to get into Sophia. Yeah, I just had a blast last night.
This is like one critical difference between Brian and I. Brian can go out till 3 o'clock in the morning, get up and rock. I'm tired from waking up at 1:30 in the morning, realizing he wasn't home and then staying awake for an hour waiting for him to get home. And then I'm exhausted from just being awake an hour in the middle of the night.
I mean, the reason why I was hanging out was I was playing a show at D'Amelio's down on Mott Street. And it just got late, man. We had such a great time, and then we were hanging with some friends and just smoking cigars, and we had a blast.
How many martinis? What's the martini count?
I had 5 martinis and 2 beers.
Wow.
But it was over the course of like 8:30 till 2,
Yeah.
so it's not really like...
I would be hospitalized.
No, I feel great, man. I'm excited to be here doing this. This is
like one of Brian's secret skills. No, he is. He's like, everybody in the band, everybody in the show, everybody's always like, how is he alive? And how is he playing his trumpet and speaking in sentences?
I don't know. It's just like
it's your special gift.
It's my special gift to be excellent at.
You are the supreme
at partying
showgirl.
And having a good time.
Yeah.
I am the supreme showgirl.
You are the supreme
Taylor
showgirl.
Swift could do any of this shit. She would die.
Yeah, it's possible that 90% of people would have expired if they endure what you endure. I think
it comes from my years of working like in the bar scene down on the Lower East Side and just hanging out because like working at St. Jerome's, it was such like a cesspool, of dirt and filth, but like we just lived in it, and it was just an old school smoky bar.
You built like some strong immunity to alcohol poisoning.
I never even got COVID.
And sleep deprivation.
I never had COVID.
I know. Yeah.
Never got sick.
I know. And I take really good care of myself. I work out. I drink a ton of water.
You get sick all the time, bro.
I get sick all the time. And I literally have to go to bed by 11 o'clock if I have to wake up at 6 o'clock to get our daughter out to school. Otherwise, I'm a complete, absolute wreck.
It's true.
I'm putting the coffee pot in the refrigerator and
But that's what we always talk about. You're like the yin and I'm the yang, or the yin and you're the yang, I'm the yin, whatever you want to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
But why do you get to be the fun one?
No, I didn't. Well, they're both. Which one's fun? I don't know.
I guess some people would consider me
I just said
fun.
It could go either way. I don't know. Were you listening?
Well, I know, but you're the one who's always at the party and hey,
oh. Oh, I could go. I remember when we first started dating. This is a funny story. Our first date, Angie didn't tell me that she was like a one time, like
a one stop shopping.
One stop shopping thing. So, we went to dinner and then we went to.
We have a bottle of wine at dinner.
Yeah, and a cocktail. We had a cocktail and a bottle of wine. Remember when we were first dating, I was really courting you and we were going all out at dinner, eating middle courses and good bottles of wine.
But bro, we still do that. We literally just did that last week at Salvi.
Yeah, but but we all put on, remember, I put on weight. I remember when we first started dating.
It's quite all right. I put on 10 pounds that I never took off after I started dating you.
I'm sorry, I just like
That's
to eat.
okay.
So then afterwards we went to Gold Bar, my buddy John Lennon's place, and that was really fun, right? It was such a line out front, and then you just hear Newman.
Yep.
And then we
was showing off.
I was definitely I was showing off. I was trying to impress you, so I took you all my favorite places. Then we went to St. Jerome's, and then I drove you home.
Yeah.
But you also asked me, did we kiss?
We kissed on my front stoop.
On the front stoop, I remember that. Yeah.
But I didn't ask you in. Were you going to say that? I didn't. No,
absolutely not. I know we waited a long time.
Yes, but then I went inside and I died. I think I slept on the bathroom floor after every one of our early dates.
Yes.
Because I can only go to one place and have a couple drinks.
Yeah, not two.
I don't have endurance.
No, we had a lot of good times. Yeah. We still have. We had the best times.
But after that was established, after Brian and I started dating, that ended quickly and was one stop wonder. All right. Well,
I mean, this martini in this showing off class is helping me a little bit. I feel good. But anyway, we want to get into this guest we got today.
Yeah,
right? Sophia
let's
Urista. I'm so excited, man. She's been a friend of both of ours for a long time.
A coworker.
Coworker. We've done shows together. We traveled together. You know, she's just an incredible human being and an amazing singer. Amazing singer.
Brings such energy to the stage. I'm really excited to have her here to talk about so many different things.
And she's a mother.
She is.
You know, and like, so we have you guys have that in common.
And we are a small club in this world. So I'm excited about that as well.
Absolutely.
And she's a parent. So actually you have some things in common with her too.
Yeah, of course. We're both parents, you know, but mothers are really,
yes.
I mean, without mothers, what are we? We have nothing. You know what I mean?
Yes.
If guys had to do that, one guy would get pregnant and then he'd be like, yo, bro, don't do that. It's terrible. Then we would have this planet would cease to exist.
I pretty much think you're right.
Yeah.
I think it would cease to exist if we didn't do a lot of the things that we do.
I agree.
But back to Sophia.
All right. I think you guys should run things. I don't know. It would be amazing.
Hey, martini time.
I'm telling you.
It.
This martini is good.
All right, let's talk before Sophia comes on. Let's hear the official stats. Are you ready?
All right. Yep. Are you going to read it? You want
I'm
me to
going to
read
it.
Why?
Yeah.
Why? Because I drank too much last night? Is that why you're doing this?
Let's do a challenge. I'll take the first paragraph and you take the second.
I will read the hell out of this.
All right, let's do it. Sophia Urista is a singer-songwriter who got her start at New York. Look, and I messed up.
Yep. See?
Zip it. Sophia Urista is a singer-songwriter who got her start as a New York City MC, holding residencies at legendary avant-garde venues, The Box, Duane Park, and Sleep No More. She caught the eye of producers from all over the world, which led her to be cast on NBC's The Voice, where she was a top 20 finalist during season 11. Team Miley. She went on to co-star in Las Vegas's Spiegel World hit show Opium as a singing disco diva, Dusty Moonboots.
She then became the lead singer of viral sensation Brass Against, whose cover of Wake Up was featured on the end credits of Matrix Resurrections. She recently made her off-Broadway debut as the diva in Michael Shaw Fisher's Exorcistic at the Asylum Theater. Sophia was born in Detroit, Michigan, and currently resides in Brooklyn, New York. She recorded 2 albums worth of original music while pregnant with her daughter and with 3-time Grammy Award-winning producer Andros Rodriguez. Her sound can be best described as synth wave pop rock.
Welcome to the show, Sophia.
Welcome to the show, Sophia. So happy to have you, baby. So one of the first questions we ask all our guests is, when did you realize that you were a show-off, Sophia?
Ooh. I love the name of the podcast, by the way. It's very clever. A show off. I mean, I was born that way. Yeah. I have pictures to prove it.
Yeah. You got to send this to us so we can drop them in.
I will.
So we can drop them in this podcast when people watch it.
Yeah. You're born who you are.
Yeah, totally.
You knew from an early age that was it. Were you the kid that was like, look at me sing and look at me dance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I walked into a room and I'm like, boring. You're welcome. I'm here.
Yeah, this is the common thread. I wonder what it is. I wonder if there's something in our chemistry that just makes us kind of come out this way.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's the tribe. It's the tribe. You need the healer, the negotiator. It's the archetypes of humans.
So what are we? Are we the jester?
We're the jesters. We're the jesters. Absolutely.
Okay, we get a good outfit.
Oh, totally. And as long as you're in the good graces of the king, you'll be fine. They won't behead us. You know?
Well, that's the thing. Is their jesters are like middlemen between authority and the common folk. And they lighten the mood. They make, relax the community.
Yeah.
They make it easier you can point out flaws in what people are doing in a comedic way, or you can you enhance the community in a way that other people don't.
Yeah, I like that.
I love it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I always used to use my singing and dancing when I was a kid to if everybody was sad or mad about something, I'd be like, whoa, look at this number I just whipped up in the basement.
Were you performing? Did you have brothers and sisters that you were that you would perform with, or what?
I was the first girl born in my family, and I was the eldest, one of the eldest, and an only child.
Okay.
So, yeah, I was by myself a lot.
Yeah, which also can lend itself to creating these moments you have to entertain yourself.
100%.
So what are you going to do? Put on a show.
Yeah. Although my daughter is a performer, but yeah, she gets distracted by her brother.
Yeah.
You know,
She doesn't make
they don't have
him
alone
fall
time.
in line, like, and start shuffle ball changing.
Not yet. She's 2 years old.
Yeah.
She's still.
I have an only daughter, and she has put me in her shows now. And I'm not good enough. I am constantly
make the
fired
cut.
from the
I
show.
know.
I'm constantly told my moves aren't right.
Yeah.
And like, that's not the way you do it. Like, I'm in the back line of the TikTok dances.
You don't have time to. You have to
perfect
explain to
that
her
skill.
that you have laundry, you're cooking.
Girl, you know it.
You have a husband to keep happy.
Yes, yeah.
You have a lot of responsibilities
about
she doesn't
that.
have.
I'm always happy. She doesn't have to, you know.
So let's,
I just do what she says,
Yes,
Sophia.
Really?
Yeah, I just do what you say. I don't really.
80% of the time. 70 to 80% of the time, I think.
I do what
when
you say.
Hear it.
When I hear you.
When you hear the words.
You don't listen to me sometimes too. You know what I mean? Like,
Why would I?
yes.
I would go to. I would do a couples podcast with you guys too, like a couples therapy podcast.
Oh yeah.
That
Would
would be
you
pretty
would you
fun.
do that? Would
Yeah,
you
for sure.
therapize other couples?
Good
Therapy.
luck.
Good
luck
Would you help
getting
us?
Therapizing. I don't know.
Like-
We'll
like-
do anything for you, Sophia.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we might break you.
You might break us
Angie's
up.
idea of therapy is just pushing it all the way down,
Yes.
all the way down
Really?
until
Oh,
it
yeah.
disappears.
Oh my God, I'm
That's the
Italian
Italian
American.
way.
We don't talk about our feelings because we don't have them.
I
There's no
don't.
time for them.
I know, but I feel the same way.
Yeah.
But my wife makes me. She draws it out of me.
Oh, wow.
But I am married to a woman, so
Yeah.
it's a little different.
It's different.
That's a
yeah.
good partner, though. That brings that wants to better. You want to better each other. You know.
The
what I
day
mean?
doesn't move on unless I communicate.
Wow.
Yeah,
Is that hard for you?
it's so hard.
I don't like talking about my feelings. It makes me very uncomfortable.
That's why performance is so much fun.
Hop, shuffle, ball, change. Everything's great.
You could be going through the craziest shit backstage, and then the lights hit, and suddenly it's like a drug.
Yeah.
Right. Well, and I
It's all
think
gone.
this is like something that we can relate to too. Because, all right, obviously we're all performers. You're an amazing singer, right? And we'll talk about that and how you got into that. But since we're talking about like being in a moment of chaos and then getting on stage, like let's just talk about kids and the chaos and torment that they bring. And then when you have to hop onto stage and do that hop, shuffle, ball, change, because I feel like that is therapy for me.
When I find the time to shuffle ball change, it's pretty glorious. I mean, my most favorite performances have been after having kids.
Yeah.
My confidence is through the roof, first of all. I don't know what happens after you have a baby. Maybe you're like, I am woman. I've fully become woman.
Yeah.
What can touch me? What can, I remember saying to my birth team at home after, like when the real labor started,
Yeah.
not all the contractions where you're just like not on this planet, when it actually happened, I was so in my body and so like I felt so powerful and strong. And I said, I can never be a less version of the woman I am right now. Wow. And I was like, let's fucking go.
It's insane.
And that's been a real thing.
I think too, a lot of it for me is, because we've talked about this before, like when I was pregnant, I was like, nothing can stop me. I'm going to have my kid. I'm going to be right back out there. I had gigs. I did the New York Burlesque Festival 2 weeks after I had cysts, like I was just like so determined to not have my life like go off the rails. And then obviously everything is completely insane and you're not sleeping and you're like, I have to keep this thing alive and I'm terrified.
Oh, you were pumping in the dressing room.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But for me, I found like, because I agree with you, the confidence goes through the roof. And I felt like a lot of that too was like, there literally is no more time for bullshit. There's no time for bullshit. There's no time for putting up with anybody's nonsense. Like, I'm not going to deal with any of that. So I felt like I developed this filter, or this lack of a filter, I guess, that was just like, yeah, no, this is what we're doing because this is the time that I have and this is what I want to do with it and this is how it's going to go.
Time is, I respect it.
Yeah.
And you see it for the first time with this in a new way.
Yeah.
There is no time.
Yeah. And we work in a place where most people do not have children. So I feel like we're in a small club where we can really appreciate what we go through.
In the industry, you mean?
Yes, in our industry.
And you can, I mean, if I look back on when I had so much time, if I had 8 hours to do something and it took me a week, it's the same thing as now when I have no time to do anything, but then I have an hour.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, except I'm now treating it with respect and valuing it and taking advantage of it. Whereas before, maybe I had all the time in the world, but I wasn't really taking advantage of it, you know, so it took longer.
Yeah.
But then you have youth, and it's like this trade-off. I'm seeing the trade-offs of life very clearly, and I love getting older. I love, like, it's like a veil gets lifted.
Yeah.
A little, the older you get, you know, but then you don't have the same, like, risky kind of behavior, which kind of, like, propels you in some way. And I don't know, it's interesting. It's beautiful.
Life changes constantly.
Constantly.
Like, it constantly changes. And that's, like, I felt like being pregnant prepared me for a lot of those things, because that's when you really kind of first start to lose control a little bit, you know? So it's like, okay, now I've lost control over what my body is going to do, and this is going to happen, and this is it. So what I want is not really at the top of the leaderboard right now. I just kind of have to hang on and go with it. And I thought that was, like, a nice entry to realizing, like, the changes are constant, and to kind of embrace them, and just, there's nothing else that you can do. Like, you just gotta
well, you just said something that triggered some childhood traumas, actually. It was the control part.
Yeah.
Where I think I always felt a little disenfranchised, like, growing up.
Yeah.
I was very restricted from doing a lot of things and exploring myself in a lot of ways. And so, you know, I started performing much later than a lot of my cohort. And I didn't really know how to take control of my identity or my expression. And what I wanted to do was, I never really knew. I just kind of, like, went with the flow because I didn't know.
Yeah.
I've never felt empowered in that way.
When did you know?
Around the time that I got pregnant, I guess. Like, it was in that very recently, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
So even, like, your career has existed for a while. I mean, when were you on The Voice?
Yeah, like 2014.
So you were in that experience not really feeling grounded in the type of performance?
I went on The Voice because I thought I want to be somewhere far. I just have this feeling, but I don't know how to get there. I don't know how to really, I want someone to kind of, like, mentor me.
Yeah.
You know, and I thought that would be a great opportunity to have people like TV will tell you what, and they did. We actually sat in a basement and they went around and they told us who we were. They were like, we're putting you in a box today. Because if you don't put yourself into a box, people are not going to understand what you're trying to market. And I never heard it that way. Yeah. So it did serve that purpose.
What box did they put you in?
Go big or go home. That was, like, my mantra. I'm just a big.
Yeah.
I come out and it's big.
Big personality.
You do.
Big voice.
You know, I'm always, but every time I've seen you sing, or every time we work together, every time I've seen you on TV or whatever, you know, always going hard, you know.
Big style.
So
power. That's what they all said. They were like, you're powerful.
Yeah.
You are a goddess. Hear you roar. Like, I'm like, okay.
So you identified with that then, and do you still identify with that, or has it changed again yet after the baby and after?
It was, the message that I heard was, who you are, just market it and be that just be that fully as possible.
Yeah.
But then it was like, well, who am I? And you know, there's all these perspectives. There's who you think you are. There's who your family thinks you are. There's who your parents wish you were. And then there's what people see you as. And I think if you ask 5 people, if you're a young person wanting to be a performer or any kind of artist, if you ask 5 people that are close to you, how would you describe me? Give me 3 words, 5 words. they're all going to pretty much say the same thing. And if you listen to that and go to therapy if you need to, or like, you know, try to figure out what that is. If you're not tapped in for yourself, you know, then it's a really great way to like fast track it.
It's something that we've talked about before, where it's like sometimes your friends and people around you see things in you that you don't necessarily see yourself, or that you don't necessarily have the confidence to embrace about yourself.
Yeah, it's been a reoccurring theme with a lot of guests that we talk about, especially about arts and what you're doing, is like, it's so hard to be objective about yourself when you're just trying to, like you said, you're trying to get by. You're trying to like figure out what your shit is, who you are, you know, as a performer, as a human, right?
It's this kind of like this double-sided thing of like, it takes so much confidence to get on stage and do all these things, but sometimes you find that like we don't always have the most confidence in these moments.
Totally. Yeah. But you are who you are.
Yeah. You are who you are.
And who were you as a kid? What was that vibe? What was that little energy ball? What was it doing? And
same thing it's doing now.
Yeah, same thing it's doing now, except, you know, what kind of guidance did you have growing up affects how long it takes to return to that. And, you know, kids are just born with their bellies out. They're so vulnerable all the time. They're just walking around. Just my daughter propels herself just off of things, and just like, she doesn't care. She's so, and I just want to like nurture that and honor it and you know, be like that.
It's because so beautiful.
She's gonna go through shit, and then one day, her this is gonna slowly. This is what happens to humans, and then they do this,
especially girls.
You know, and I want her to, you know, and now I'm just like this again. My pregnancy, I was like this. I'm like,
isn't it
I
funny?
felt the sexiest I'd ever been. I felt like I could do anything.
It's a cycle.
You know?
It's interesting that you say that, because, you know, Sis, our daughter, she's 10 now. So she's a bit older than yours, but she was always like that. This year, she's becoming self-aware. And you see this self-awareness come in where they like begin to question themselves, and like all her funky outfits that she used to wear, like now she's like, I don't know if I want to wear that. And it's just like, you have to respect it and acknowledge it, but also continue just to encourage her to be her own person, because it's like, you don't want to lose that. Like
it's her journey though, right? It's like,
and that's hard too.
No, but I mean, do you guys think, like, I know you said, you know, you had a restrictive, I feel the same way when I grew up. It was like restrictive. I wasn't allowed to do a lot of stuff. They were nurturing with the music stuff, but like, how do you think you were going to, and we tried it, and you too, Ange, like you were raised we were all raised a different way than we're raising our children now. Yeah. So it's like,
that's true.
How do you see, sometimes I have to stop myself from saying something my father would say, or, you know
like
what I mean? Like,
what did your father, what?
Oh, I don't know. Just like, or try to like, just treat them like a human being instead of like,
the way your father did. Yeah, exactly. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just
no,
kidding.
But yeah,
100%. And it's okay. Yeah. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And the word for me is human being, but autonomous human being.
On their own, yes.
So that is, I think, what you're saying. The difference is that I was either a reflection of my parents.
Right. What you thought they wanted you to be.
Yes.
Then I feel the same way.
Yeah.
Right.
An extension of them, but autonomy was not like the thing.
No.
I don't even know if my parents would know what that word means.
Yeah.
No, you were not on your own.
They would be like, you're still not autonomous.
Yeah.
You're still ours.
Same.
Yeah. I brought you into this world. I take it.
Yeah.
No, you
yes, I heard that one quite a bit as a child.
Totally. And not in a bad way. I just think that it's a different generation, and they were, you know, wanted me to go to college and get a regular degree, not in music. You know what I mean? Like very forceful and stuff like that.
But then I meet people that didn't have parents like that were from that generation. Yeah. And I'm like, you know, maybe it's just a person to person thing.
Yeah, no,
you know?
Totally. But I think I guess my question is like, how are you doing that differently with your children?
I read a lot of books.
Yeah.
I read a lot of books, and somehow when I'm having an issue and I talk about it in my house, it pops up on Instagram. The answer pops up on my algorithm.
That's crazy.
We were having like a food. Our son doesn't really eat very much, and when he does, he wants like snacky foods, even though that's not, you know. a snack food for us is not like, it's not bad. It's just he always wants a snack. And he'll have like a couple bites of real food and then he's good for like 3 days. I'm like, what's happening?
This is the same way. I'm like, how are you alive?
I know.
And how are you alive from me?
I know.
I'm the exact. I will eat everything.
Yeah.
And if you would have had another one, you might have had the opposite.
Yeah.
My daughter eats crazy amounts of food, and
It's
she's
so
bigger than him. But I was discussing with Jess, like, what do we do about meal times, because this is a stress point in our household. We want to just enjoy dinner. And literally the next morning, this woman goes, "Do you have problems with meal times?"
On your
Stay tuned.
Instagram.
Oh my God, dude. See, that's crazy.
And she said, when they wake up from their nap, flip the snack and meal. Feed them a big meal when they wake up instead of giving them a snack. So I did it, and it worked.
It worked.
So I just try everything everybody says.
Because sometimes the
see what
answer is
sticks.
right there.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my God, why didn't I think about that?
Yeah, I'm thinking about a million other things.
Yeah, of
like,
course.
when am I going to go to the bathroom again?
Yeah, that's true.
And have
shower would be nice.
yeah.
Yeah, I know.
A shower would be nice. I'm
It's
sorry, I
rough.
don't mean to laugh. I know.
true.
I see you.
I smell disgusting.
You see us.
I see.
Thank
I'm an
you.
ally. I'm an ally.
You're also there. You're also a parent.
yeah, you're in the house with me.
You also live with us. You're a member of the family. I'm always like, Brian will be like, I'll babysit sis tonight. I'm like, it's not babysitting. Because she is
know.
your
I'm sorry.
child.
I said that yesterday to Jess. She goes, I need 30 minutes in my wood shop. I'm building something. Ooh. And I'm like, if I don't get 30 minutes in there, I'm going to have a meltdown. Mm-hmm. I need that for myself today, because I'm a slave. I mean, I'm not a slave. She reminds me, you're not a slave. Stop telling yourself that. But I had to speak up for myself. I'm communicating. This is me telling you what I need.
Self-advocacy.
Yeah.
And she goes, okay, well, does that mean do you want me to watch the? And I go, no, I'll take them with me. I would never tell you to watch the kids. And she goes, why? They're my kids. And I'm like, I'm so confused. I thought what happens when I communicate?
I know. I don't mean to laugh, but I know what you mean.
And I'm like, I'm taking on that role. I parent the kids. That's my responsibility. I would never put them on you, but it's the marriage part is more challenging for me than navigating. Like, it's kind of fun for me to figure out how to raise kids.
Yeah.
But the marriage thing is
Super hard. Yeah.
That's tricky.
It took us a while.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
to figure it out, especially after cis, where you're like, after, and then it's just like, well, okay, how do you figure out when, you want to do the shows and we want to work together again?
Let me just tell my favorite story about when we took sis home from the hospital.
Okay,
oh, look,
right.
this is therapy. We're
Throw me under the bus.
Therapizing. That's the name of the podcast, Therapizing.
no.
Should have never brought it up.
Stop it. No.
You're missing a button, by the way,
Oh my
on the
God,
thing.
I
I've been
am
to want to
sorry.
tell you that,
Yeah. They got bigger from breastfeeding.
Yeah.
See, look at this.
10 years later.
Yeah, they're never going
There's
back.
always a silver
They're never
lining.
going back. Oh, stop it. So we get home from the hospital. We walk in the door. We got sis in the thing. It's a scary moment, right? You're coming home. They're so small. It's terrifying. Come home, walk in the house. I put down the car seat. She's in it, and we're just standing there. And Brian's like, I'm going to go get a sandwich, okay? And he left. And I was like,
What was I supposed to do?
I don't know.
This
There was no
mother
food in the
effer.
house.
I was like, but I felt in that moment, very,
I know.
like, what?
I know.
What?
It's a different experience.
You're going to the bodega now? Like,
How dare you?
how dare you? What
Not be
what
in
do I
this with
do?
me.
I know. I was in there. I was in there with you.
I'm scared too. I think people a lot of times think like, moms, they just know what to do. Like, there's just this, and I was just like,
Hold on. I would rephrase that. I mean, no, not rephrase it. That, I'm going to add to that.
yes.
They just know what to do. And they are going to do it all.
Yes.
Yeah, it's true.
They're just going to do it.
Yeah. But
This-
do you?
Also, I don't want to do any of it.
No, I know.
Why am I doing it? I don't want to do it just like nobody else wants to do
I
it.
know, we got to keep them alive, man. Got to keep them alive.
I know.
Why can't we work together keeping them alive?
I know. It's hard.
But
you
it's
know?
so nice now, like having like she's 10, the conversations, she's coming into her own, you know, she's on her own. Like those first years were like
really hard.
That's what everybody says.
you know, like zero
really hard.
to 0 to 5, 4. You know
That's
what I
what
mean? Like
everybody says.
it's rough.
It's
you know?
mayhem, and I think the other thing that's hard about it too, and we talked about this earlier, like change. It's constant change.
Yeah.
So like, especially when they're little like that. I remember when she would first start sleeping through the night, like moderately, then the teeth came in, and then after the teeth, then it was like she's crawling out of her crib, and it was just, it's always like right when you feel like you have it moderately under control, like something changes that just knocks all the pins down again. So it's a good lesson in up, down, up, down,
now,
up, down.
And now I embarrass her, and she rolls her eyes. At me, so, what are you
We
gonna
all
do?
embarrass
It's an exercise. For me, it's been an exercise. Let me just say how grateful I am.
Yes.
Oh yes,
For all of
course.
it, while I'm complaining to my friends, I am also becoming a stronger, deeper person, and I'm learning lessons in simplicity. When I feel overwhelmed, I'm like, what can I take away from the struggles or the problems? Like, kids don't need much. And here we are, like, how much can I give? How much can I do? How much can I give?
Yeah.
And it's like, take away and see what happens. And it really does help. And that is true in show business as well. It goes back to like this ethos of, who am I? Who am I? Just me standing there, taking up space on a stage. Am I all the clothes and all the glitter and all the, you know, all the runs and all the movement? And it's like, actually, watch Nina Simone.
Yeah.
Sitting at a piano, and you are weeping, and you're terrified, and you're like, what are all these emotions? And it's just, and what's the Liberace? Watch Liberace. There's two different type of performances happening, and one is stripped away. Not stripped away because she was a classically trained pianist and operatic. You know, there's some depth, there's some complexity there, but I look, when it comes to motherhood, I'm like, what were they doing 1,000 years ago to deal with this problem?
Yeah.
That's where I go. And I always find the best answers there.
Yeah, you don't need all the bells and whistles with anything,
Yeah.
and I think that's the true mark of, like, we're talking about performance. Like, you know, yes, it's amazing to get up there with the costume and with this and that and this and that, but
And it sets you apart from other people when you do that.
Yeah, totally.
But
like, can you do it without all
exactly.
of that?
Yeah.
Like,
Is it a good song on its
cool
own?
with just
Yeah.
a piano and a mic, you know
That's
what I
it.
mean? Like, is it gonna come off? You know,
Boom.
when you think about the greatest pop songs and greatest songs ever written, you strip it down with just a piano and a voice. If it's good, it's gonna be a good song.
Exactly.
You know, if it's a great song, it's it.
And so
you know?
now, like, as a parent, like, when you're on stage and you have these moments, are they, like, more precious to you to be in that
Oh, yeah.
space away at that time?
Like I said, going to the bathroom is precious
Yeah.
to me now. Everything is precious.
How do you make the time to have that space? And this was another big one for me too. Like, after I had cysts, going back to work, I used to be like a really big preparer. I love to prepare for things. I feel like just the way my brain works, it makes me do a better job. I'm more confident. I deliver the best product I can. After I had her and I went back to work and I didn't have time to do that, I felt like a mess. And that was really hard for me. Like, that's when I had a moment where I was like, okay, girl, you need to sit down, because I can't be like, there's only one Angie Pontani that I want to see on stage, and it's not the one that's like leaking from her boob and her G-string is falling off and she can't zip up her costume and she's sweating. And she doesn't know what's happening.
And you didn't create an act out of that.
No, I
which
didn't.
is funny.
I should have. I mean, maybe I did. I didn't mean to. I'm sure there's some footage out there of my first show back when I was on stage, and I think I was actually, for the first time, like, I don't want to be here. I can't be here right now. Like, I want to go home. Like, I didn't feel good about myself in any way, you know? So that was really hard for me. So your kids are younger. Like, how do you find the time to prepare and, like, be there? Because we've been on stage with you in the past couple of years, and you're crushing it.
I waited
Yeah.
a long time.
Smart.
I waited till it wasn't easy,
Yeah.
but I had no choice.
Yeah.
You know, I was taking care of 2 under 2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that's
so hard.
tough. Yeah.
And Jess was working her ass off.
Yeah.
She still is. And we commute. So, but because of the commute, we get to, there's 2 hours of travel each way. and then you get to your rehearsal, you get to prepare and do your thing there. So I kind of like travel for work, if you will.
Yeah.
You know, it's good because I have to leave them. I have to be that far away from them.
Yeah.
To not
be able to be reeled right back in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I get reeled in all the time. She calls me when we're at shows.
Oh, yeah, now she has a phone.
She's FaceTiming me.
Yeah, texting.
She's texting me.
Sending emojis, hearts emojis.
I know, but I'm bad because I text her back. I'm like, what are you doing? I miss you.
Yeah, there is that. You're like, God, leave me alone, but then I'm also available. Yeah.
I'm also available.
I'm also looking at your pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jess is like, she'll be upstairs or doing something, and they're all over me. I'm like, go look for her. Go look for Umi. Where is she? Yeah. And she's like, I've already established that when I'm not around, don't come looking for me or whatever. And I don't really know how to do that necessarily, but I'm like jealous. I'm like, how do you do it?
Yeah, you're the on-call provider.
Yeah.
Do your kids know what you do? Have they seen you perform?
No.
You sing at home?
I do, yeah. I bust out the guitar.
Lullabies at night?
Yeah, but I break it down, like we go to church with it. I'll do like blues versions of
that's awesome.
Of stuff, I try to keep it a little funky.
Do they have a favorite song that you sing to them?
They like when I make up songs.
Yeah.
So I like recap their day.
Yeah. Oh, that's
and they
awesome.
like when I turn it into a song.
Yeah.
Which is it's a great exercise.
Yeah, for sure, babe.
I'm like, what do you want? What happened in your day today? Oh, the bike and the raccoon. There was no raccoon, but I got to throw it in there. And I'm like, okay, it's coming at me.
No raccoon. I'm terrified of raccoons. They're very creepy.
Yeah, we had one on the roof, and so that's why they're like,
they're into the raccoons.
Yeah.
Well, you and Jess are both performers, so that has to rub off on them. Like,
1,000%.
Yeah.
And sometimes we'll have like a moment where she's like, "Oh, listen to this song I'm playing in a playlist next week," and we'll start dancing. I'll be like, "Oh," and then we look up, and they're just like.
That's
they're
great.
watching us, And then we went to a pumpkin patch the other day.
Oh.
And there was like a pig race. And
with
it was
like real pigs?
Real pigs.
Oh.
We get off the hayride, but it was like it was for their school. So it was like, a lot of, I don't know, bougie. I guess bougie is the right word,
Fancy.
And the place was just us, just our school with all the... And so we're waiting for the pig race, and jams came on, like funky jams came on. And my kids stood up in the bench and were just like clapping and grooving. And I'm standing in the back like, it comes out in public.
Yeah.
I get destroyed at home.
Yeah. But in public,
all
like,
my work
we do.
All my work comes out. It's working. It's working.
It's nice to see that.
Yeah.
Like they trash you, and then they go out in the world and they emulate.
They say please and thank you. You're like, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's when you're like, it's worth it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It is. It's brutal.
It's pretty cool. It's brutal.
It's totally cool.
It's showbiz.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Showbiz.
To quote Murray.
Yeah.
It's showbiz.
Who owns that word?
I know. I love it.
That's amazing. Kids are amazing. But you develop like two personalities, I think.
Yeah, and I have to remind myself who I am.
Yeah.
So I started taking like an hour a day, and I'm setting up my studio downstairs, hauling shit, and just every day just chipping away at it. And because you cannot forget, you can't. All the momentum you don't take is going to become momentum you don't take.
Yeah.
At the end, it's like just do a little bit every day is better than nothing every day.
100%.
That is true in every aspect of performance life.
You can only do what you can do.
Exactly.
But you have to do it because nobody's going to do it for you.
Which is why it's important to start young.
Yeah.
Because you can have time to do all those dances and stuff, and you don't have to worry about other things. You can learn the chords, and you can practice them and do that ad nauseum and get that out of the way, and then do the stuff that doesn't require that much after. You know what I mean? Or
because it takes a lot. It takes a lot of training. It takes a lot of time to develop that persona and your own style. And like you have this like super distinct style. So it surprises me that you said that you were a late bloomer with it, like late stepping into the entertainment biz.
When I I won a karaoke contest, and I'm like, okay, this is what I'm going to do.
How old were you then?
25.
Okay, wow. Did you take voice lessons when you
No.
were a kid? Did you know you wanted to be a singer?
No,
What did you want to be?
I didn't know. I knew who I was naturally.
Yeah.
You know, but I
So
didn't
you were just
know.
doing a karaoke contest and you won and you were like, I guess I'll be
There
a
were
singer?
free drinks, you know. I knew I needed to be in New York because I didn't have a license,
Yeah.
but I wanted to be around people like me, you know what I mean? But I was like pre-med in college and like, yeah, I was, you know, family shit. Like I didn't,
Yeah.
I didn't have that exposure, you know, so I didn't know what was possible really.
Were you still in Detroit at this time? Did you go to school in Detroit?
I went to school at the University of Michigan.
Okay.
Yeah. Before that, I was,
School.
yeah.
What was that experience like when you were studying?
For me, it
pre-med?
was terrible, but
Yeah.
but looking back on it, you know, I learned about connecting with people and networking, and you know, I can write a really good email because I had to write a lot of papers, you know,
Yeah.
which as
comes
a
in really handy
performer,
in this
Yeah.
business sometimes,
It
you know?
does help.
the savvy, the common sense, the business acumen, that kind of thing that you just learn when you're going through like formal education.
Yeah.
Not, you know, I know performers that just they're so busy focused on the business, show business and performing that they don't learn the 80% of
Yeah.
it is dealing with people who think they know more than you.
100%.
And I'm sorry, but you can be the best performer in the world. And if you show up late,
Yeah.
or if you are too much of a diva, too difficult to work with,
Or don't respond to emails.
Or don't
take
respond-
days to respond.
people with different brains and
Yeah.
different, you know, are just not, somebody with less talent will win
You're going
out
to lose the opportunity.
every time.
100%.
Well, we say that all the time. I'd
yeah.
much rather work with a guy or a person that is not as talented, but is a good person and no ego and no bullshit and shows up
And
on
shows
time.
up.
And you know what I mean? And you know, that's so
why
much easier.
We work with so many of these people in the same circle because it's like once you find those people, you
Yeah.
got to hang on to them because it's mind blowing.
Well, it's like you said too, like we don't have time for bullshit anymore.
Yeah,
I'm not
no.
gonna waste time on someone that's not gonna give it their all in the right way, right?
Or hold your
You know?
hand and be like,
Exactly.
hey,
Yeah,
what
or
about
teaching.
that
I don't have
music?
time to teach everybody,
Hey,
you know what I mean?
What about
Like-
that music?
Yeah.
Hey, what about that picture? Because at the end
Yeah.
of the day, that's the person who's trying to hire you. That's their time too,
Yeah,
you
totally.
know?
And-
Now, if you have both, watch out, world.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
100%. I think that it's just like you said, you can be the most talented person, but if you don't have that side of it, it's going to hold you back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could get lucky, but it's going to hold you back. So you win the karaoke contest, 25 years old. I'm going to be a singer.
And my best, and then I just started doing research. Like, okay, what kind of music do I like? What does my voice sound like? What's the concentric circle of that? And what, you know, so I think going to college helped me because I just went to studying.
Yeah.
After
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
like
yeah,
now,
yeah.
what do we do?
Yeah.
And then my best friend.
Can I stop? So what music were you listening to? What did
Yeah.
you? What did you? I mean, I
did you
know
like?
we know what you sing like and stuff, and obviously our listeners do too. But like, what were those early records? Or was it Nina? Was it Led
Yeah.
Zeppelin? What, you know what I mean? Like, what were you
It's
digging?
Definitely Led Zeppelin. I'm a kind of a B-side girl. Like I was really into weird indie music and punk and like that's what I liked.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not what I sounded like. I didn't really. I knew I didn't fit that, especially in like a marketing kind of a way. It was like sing Janis Joplin or sing Tina Turner or sing, and I'm like, okay, so what I'm hearing from people is ABC, right?
Right.
So I went to that because I'm like, I could probably market myself more than if I'm in some studio in Bushwick hanging out with a bunch of people that I want to hang
Yeah.
out with, but we don't necessarily get anywhere. I just wanted to go somewhere. And then I heard about Bleecker Street and they had the blues clubs, and I'm like, I could fit in there and get on stage. Whereas like as an indie weirdo, that time period, it wasn't really internet.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
kind of a weird time
in between.
when I was
Where you playing
20
like
years
Red
ago.
Lion, like
That's
Bleecker-
where I
Bleecker
went
Street, like
before it closed down.
Yeah.
That was like the only
first
place to go.
Wow.
Yeah.
And where was the karaoke contest?
It was actually Danos account. We went.
No way.
It's some bar in like Midtown, like 70,
Oh, that's
78th and
Really?
West Side Highway. And
You
we
were like,
we
"This
went
is
there
where it all
recently.
began."
Yes, we went there recently to check on the order, and I'm like, oh, this is
Yeah, this is where my career started.
God,
Yeah.
it was so crazy.
That's great.
That's amazing.
So,
It really was amazing. And I did a Janis Joplin song, and my friend was like, what was that? I'm like,
yeah,
I don't know.
it just came out of
But
me.
it's coming.
No,
But my
'cause you
bestie, who's a banker, said, I think I see something in you. I want to help you. And you're going to be, I'll move out of your apartment, move in with me in my loft, rent free.
Wow.
I'll take care of you. But you're going to an open mic every night for a year until you start getting paid. And that's what I did.
That's amazing.
Wow.
So, yeah, I busted my ass
So that
for
was
that year.
so you were going to like Terra Blues and like Red Lion or other those places on Bleecker Street.
I
which
put
is-
an ad on Craigslist.
Yeah.
A blues singer looking for a band.
Yeah.
And this guy messaged me back, and he took me and paid people $20 to get me on stage.
Yeah.
You know, kind
Wow.
of deal. And I was at an open mic every night
Wow.
for a year. And my first gig was the Dinosaur Barbecue.
Oh.
Actually.
No way. That's amazing.
And that was my first paid gig. But it was Bleecker Street where a harp player was walking by, and he heard me singing outside of the Red Lion and emailed me and said, you got to come meet Nick Ashford and Valerie Simpson at the
Jesus.
at the Sugar Bar.
Yeah. Oh, Sugar Bar.
So it just kind of like turned into, and then I met Quincy Jones. I mean, it was just like, it was putting in that work. You got to put in the work somewhere.
And then
know?
you went on The Voice.
And then, yeah, I mean, I did a lot of things, but
Yeah.
yes, then I went on The Voice. I think I emceed for a while. So after like the
Were you
open
at-
mics and stuff
Oh,
was
yeah.
when I took your place
At Duane Park.
At Duane Park.
Oh, wow.
That was like my first like audition
Yeah.
for a job because one of the candy shop boys heard me singing "Come Together" at a Beatles burlesque dive situation.
I love your version of that too. It's so good. It's a great tune. You
Yeah.
sound great on everything, but that was a good one.
I've kind of said I'm not going to sing that song
Yeah,
anymore
well, we
because
won't do it again.
Are you
We
done
won't do
with it?
I'm not
again.
going to sing it for you guys today. I'm done with it. Yeah.
But we've done so many songs together. And we did the last one we did was at the Box, and we'll get into that too. But that was like that Led Zeppelin, man, and just like you were so great with the band, like just the way that you commanded the room and the way that you commanded the performance. You know, it's like, and you made the band and like follow you and like get, you know, we got weird with it and it was fucking amazing. You know what I mean? Like we got super out and then came back in and then huge and then down and then big finish. Like that's that showbiz shit that
Yeah.
you can't get from just. You need to do all those things you
Well,
did.
and you need that
Those-
But that's
those
my
open
natural.
mics, you know what I mean?
That's
Like-
exactly what it is.
Yeah.
I'm like, I cannot.
Yeah.
I can't turn back the hands of time
Yeah.
and learn how to play an instrument proficiently and do my thing. I
Yeah.
have to learn something else right now.
Yeah.
What am I good at?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm good at people thing.
Yeah.
I'm confident, or at least I look confident, and I can wing this.
Mm-hmm.
And then I learned about just reading a room and feeling the band, and you know, you got to find your thing.
Yeah, and I like that you said I look confident because I feel the same way. And I know Angie. So before you're on stage, you're like, oh fuck, I'm nervous, or you're not feeling
Yeah.
it, or you're like, what, you know what I mean? But then like you, when the curtain opens, it's like, ha, motherfucker, let's go. You know what I mean?
And that's
like
all people
and that's
care
all
about.
people care about, man. And regardless of how I feel after the show or how we all feel after
Yeah.
the show, while we're on stage. I always tell the guys in the band whenever they're bitching about anything, I'm like, bro, you don't get paid for playing. You get paid for standing around, for rehearsing, for traveling, for riding the train and carrying your shit.
Yeah.
So,
Boom.
so I don't say shut up, but in my mind I say shut the fuck up.
This is the
and
fun
play the
part.
game.
Yeah, this is the fun
I think I've
part.
heard you say shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I probably have said. Depends on who it is.
No, but I have a lot of like so much respect for singers, especially like you, Sophia, when you come in, because not everybody does it. They don't come in and they don't get with the band and they don't like communicate and they don't like drive the train.
No, you
and
need to
I think
lock
it just
in.
but I would be so nervous because it's like I can go on stage and I can do a dance and I can fuck it all up and nobody knows but me. I mean, it's great when I connect with the band and I've gotten to that place and it's just so that powerful sounds cheesy, but it's so powerful. It's such a ride to feel like part of that unit. but I can fake it if I'm not there, but I don't. I'm always there. I love it. But like you couldn't fake it. Like you can either rise to that occasion or you don't. I just think it takes like a lot of guts.
It's also a stylistic thing because I mean, as the dancer, you have your song set in place. You have your move set in place. It's pretty cut and dry. There are singers like that. It's like, this is the structure of the song, and I'm going to sing the song, and that is beautiful. It's amazing. What happens when I get on stage, which that comes from above, I can't really control it, is about halfway through the song, I have a feeling about what I'm singing.
Yeah.
And I may want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Or I may want to do something about it.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen. So I have to lock in with the players because I might flip the script.
Yeah.
See, I love that.
And they have to, I know that about myself. So I have to tell them, I may jump on you at some point.
Yeah.
Or do, who knows?
But that's what makes it so much fun.
Are you ready
that's
for this?
Riding the horse of live entertainment.
Yeah.
Like that's when amazing things happen.
That's the fun of it for me.
Yeah, totally.
I
That
love
gives people
spontaneity.
those memorable experiences that they could tell their friends about. And get people back out to the next show.
I love
That's really
that.
what it is.
That's, I think, like, that's my favorite thing about, like, when we do our After Dark shows, because, we rehearse, we run it a couple times. It's not scripted. Everything is made to sprout its own wings.
Yeah.
So when you get the great group that can really do that, like, I just think that's when everybody gets to show off the mastery
Showing off
of their skill.
Showing off. You said the name in the podcast.
And someone might be intimidated by that. As an audience performer would be like, I don't want to go to that. I don't know what's going to happen. I'd rather go to a Broadway show where I know exactly what's going to happen. And that's great. That's for you.
Yeah.
But our thing is a little more.
I'm intimidated by both of you. Is that cool?
That's totally.
I'm still.
And you
I'm
should
still
be.
terrified of her. But
You should be.
No, but you guys are like, you're amazing performers, and that's
Yeah.
like you command the room when you enter. You know what I mean? Like regardless if it's stage or you know what I'm saying, man. It's like it's
Right
a
off
good.
the rails.
It's right. It's and that's what-
Intimidated is
It's strong.
an interesting word. I feel like you are kind of in awe
Yeah.
and honor.
Yes, it's definitely from a place of respect. So I guess intimidated is
A little bit of terror.
Well, I don't want to fuck up. I want you guys to be happy.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
I want you guys
You're
to be
guiding the
happy.
ship. Yeah, I get
I
that.
want you guys to be happy with. I always say I want to give the singer or the guest a bed of roses to lie, whether that's Gaga or Tony Bennett or you guys or whoever. It's like I want the band to be a bed of roses from the moment you enter from the moment you go home. You know what I mean? For all that stuff just needs to be. We need to give you guys like a bed of roses to lie.
Yeah, I love that.
You know
That's
what I mean?
your
Like,
personality. That's actually one of your biggest strengths
Wow.
is that you are a consummate host
oh well, thank you, baby.
above anything else. And it's like literally why people fall in love with you.
Yeah.
I mean, like audience, I listen to people in the audience, people that I bring to your shows and they don't know what to expect. You walk out and it's just like diamonds blinding me.
Yeah.
Tailored suit, fume. Like what? It's visually like, oh, what's going on? And then you start talking and the humility and the graciousness comes out and they're just like, I fucking love this guy. He hasn't even played a note.
I know.
Hey, thanks for coming. Hey, I know you crack a joke about someone's mom and it's just like, oh, this is the best guy ever.
Oh, yeah.
The coolest guy.
Oh well,
Yeah, it
thanks,
makes you
baby.
feel like you're like in the basement. Like,
Yeah.
like it's comfortable. It's like
But in the basement of like
a really cool
a mob. I mean, somebody very important. Somebody very important who let you in, you know, and you're like,
and
oh.
who wants you to be there.
You guys are gonna make me
And then he
cry,
goes,
bro.
and this is my wife. And they're like, what? Okay, what's happening?
I don't know how I pulled that off.
This is the best basement
I still don't know. Shit, man.
Well, Sophia, what are you working on right now? I know you got stuff going on because I've been seeing it on the socials.
Yep. So when I was pregnant, I recorded 2 albums worth of music with my producer, Andros Rodriguez, and who reached out to me after my incident. And it's not really, it wasn't an incident. They called it an incident in Daytona.
Okay.
Everybody pees. Wasn't an incident.
That's okay.
Not everybody. But yeah, he was like, I love what you did. Let's work together. He's a
That's
3-time Grammy award-winning guy, and I just felt like so, like, whoa. I guess there was a silver lining with all of
Yes.
that.
Fucking punk rock, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's
And
amazing.
he got it, and we worked really hard together, and then I had the baby, and then it was like you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit.
oh, everything stops,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know? But we've released 4 singles. We have another one coming out and recording a music video and just slowly getting the project out there. So then in the new year, we'll have a live show ready and it's just going to be all
That's so exciting.
all about me. Yeah.
That's
My
awesome.
personal life is a lot about other people.
Yeah.
But the flip side is I'm only have focus for myself.
Yeah.
Career-wise, and that's kind of been my dream. I've been trying to do that for the last decade.
Yeah. And the things that you've gone through and parenting and raising kids, it just makes you strong enough just to eat it up, man.
Yeah.
You're doing so you know you're back emceeing at the box some. You're doing
Occasionally, yeah.
and then you're also playing the diva in Exorcistic at the Asylum Theater.
I did. I had a week run there.
Oh, that's amazing.
And they have all these guest divas that are just like amazing. The show's closing on the 1st, November 1st.
Yeah.
But hopefully soon they'll have like a permanent spot, and it's a really, really great show. It was when I say an honor to work with people who sing on Broadway and who like are actual legends and stars. I don't have imposter syndrome. I don't want to give it that.
Yeah, I understand.
But there was a feeling of like, fuck yeah.
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 It was kind of the opposite of imposter syndrome.
but
where
you
I'm like,
deserve
I
all that
know.
shit, you know?
I
Then
know.
you get there and you deliver and you're like, oh,
and you
that's
crush.
the fuck yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You prove it to yourself.
100%.
In a way, but it was it's been a true honor. Like all the little things that I've done, even at the box to have when Simon was directing the week that I was there, just to have him like smile and be like, that was great.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whoa, it was not like this 20 years ago. Like, I was like shitting my pants backstage, like, how am I going to do this? And it's like, you suck. And now I'm like, oh, I'm here.
Yeah, I'm here.
It's comfy. Feels nice.
I like that.
Now let's get uncomfortable again.
Yeah.
How do we get uncomfortable again?
Well, I think that doesn't
I like
the
being
uncomfortable that pushes us to go farther.
That's what-
it'll happen.
Yeah.
It'll
It'll
happen.
happen.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed. That's what showbiz is. One day you're on the red carpet, the next day you're cleaning toilets and
I hope not.
In your own dressing
I
room.
hope not, Brian. Jesus.
Showbiz.
oh, forever. I mean, shit, man.
All right. Well,
what it is.
here on Showing Off, we like to play a game. Okay?
Okay.
We do games. We're goofy, but I thought we would need a little bit of this
Yes.
before we play today's game.
Yeah, because none of us are driving.
So we're gonna play the Parent Trap today. Okay.
Okay.
It's
Well,
just
I'm
gonna be some.
fucking die.
I don't even know what
I don't
this
even
is.
know
No
what
one
this
knows what it is.
either.
I made it up this morning at 6 o'clock.
6 a.m.
You were up
what's
at 6?
I gotta get my girl on the bus. All right.
I get home
so,
at 3:30.
Brian versus Sophia. This is a quiz. This is a quiz about things that most parents know. Okay.
Okay.
So it's going to be multiple choice. Just write down your answers, and then we'll see at the end. Your child has a slight fever. You administer an alternating cycle of Tylenol or Motrin. A, every 2 to 4 hours. B, every 4 to 6 hours. C, every 6 to 8 hours.
So we just write one and then our answer?
Yes. This is the average number of questions a 4-year-old asks in a day. A, 437. B, 289.
cheating.
C, 600. I see you peeking. All right. When pregnant, your blood volume increases by 50%. True or false? A wet bag is a great thing to carry in your diaper bag. True or false? At what month do most children sit independently? A, 4 to 5 months. B, 6 to 9 months. C, 10 to 11 months. Your child
These
puts
questions are biased.
Most kids.
Most
Your
kids.
child-
I know. Where did you get these?
Your
things?
child puts a cranberry up their nose. What do? Go to the hospital. A. B. Pull it out with plastic round tweezers. C. Administer the parent's kiss method. That actually happened, by the way. It says put a cranberry up her nose. So
Wasn't
you
it
should
Play-Doh?
know this answer. No, it was a cranberry, dried cranberry.
I don't know the answer.
True or false? Babies can taste food in the womb.
I have no idea. All right.
All right,
Wait.
last question. This is based on a true story. Your partner is pregnant. You are running errands and decide to get hoagies for lunch. You get a full hoagie for yourself and half for your partner. Is this the right thing to do? Yes or no?
Fuck you.
I'll never forgive you for that. Never. whatever. I'm going to take that rage straight to my grave.
What was number 6 again? Tell me, ask the question.
Your child puts a cranberry in their nose. What do? Go to the hospital, A. B, pull it out with plastic round tip tweezers. C, administer the parent's kiss method.
Okay, I don't have no idea.
All right. Number 1, the fever. B, every 4 to 6 hours.
I had C.
I win that one.
Okay. The average number of questions a 4-year-old asks in a day is 437.
I knew it was 400 and I went C instead.
I got A. I did.
You got one right?
I got
Wow,
A. Yeah,
okay.
I got one right.
When pregnant, your blood volume does increase by 50%.
True.
A wet bag is a great thing to carry in your diaper bag.
But I learned that from you.
At what age do most children sit independently? 6 to 9 months.
I put C.
I put A because that's when my kids
All right,
sat
well,
up.
then you get that point.
That's a different one. Get that point.
I was
All
like,
right, cranberry in the nose. Go to the hospital, A. Pull it out with plastic round tip tweezers. Parents kiss.
B.
I go to the hospital
Parents kiss.
because
You
you
block
might have a
the-
shaky hand.
You block the nostril.
parents kiss?
This is the parents kiss. This is how I got a cranberry out of Sis's nose. Block one nostril that's not obstructed. Open their mouth and you blow in their mouth and it shoots out the nose.
How did you figure that out?
In my country, they don't call parents kiss. They call something else. I win. I get this one. This is mine. No.
Don't you remember when she stuck the cranberry up her
I
nose
do.
and we were like freaking out?
I know. I remember. What did I said, what is that number? 5?
That was C.
C. Okay, I picked C.
That was 6, right?
Yeah.
6. No, I picked B. I was
True.
wrong.
Babies can taste food in the womb.
Yes,
Okay,
I
I
got
got
that.
that.
And
You
no,
guessed.
it is not
guessed.
right to bring your pregnant partner half a hoagie
I got
when
that
you
right
get
too.
yourself a full
I got that
one.
right too. I thought you didn't want it.
He regrets it.
I regret it. Of course I regret it.
Oh, he regretted
Brings it up every
He
fucking
regretted
time.
it the minute he walked in the door. I was like, what is this?
Oh,
Then she
wait.
didn't want my hoagie because it had mayonnaise on it.
Yeah, I was like, why have you
There's
offended
only
me?
2. Either we ask her how to fix this,
Yeah.
so that this ends, or you embrace it as a part of the history of your marriage, and you bring her the other half of the hoagie for the rest of her life. You get a half a hoagie,
Like
necklace,
a hat
a
and a
ring,
half.
T-shirt. Yeah. Just
You
a
don't
half
actually
a
bring me a
hoagie.
half a hoagie because then you're going to die.
Just attack her with the other
Yeah.
half of the hoagie instead of taking it.
You said it. I know. I just took it.
Give it back every anniversary.
Oh man.
You could what do they when they gold
Like
gold plate
Gold
a
plate a
half
hoagie.
A half a hoagie.
and then the Christmas ornament.
Hoagie.
Come on, man! I'm gonna text you ideas.
Yes, please. man,
I don't
please,
need to tally the
please,
scores.
Sophia.
I know that Sophia wins.
Sophia wins. Of course
Sophia, I
Sophia
got
wins.
you face masks, chocolate,
Oh, you knew I was gonna win. Thank
little
you.
light up bets for your kids.
Yay! And my birthday is on November 1st.
Yours is?
So this is a great birthday
Oh,
present.
nice. Guys, we've talked about this before.
Well, that's why I'm coming to the show. I was going to go with the crew this past weekend, and I thought, wait, no, I'm going on her birthday.
Come and we'll celebrate yours
and we'll
too.
celebrate mine
Yeah,
too.
we'll go out afterwards.
We're
We'll
gonna
get
have
drinks.
a little after party at this cool hotel bar across at Freeman's Alley. Fun place.
I'm very, yes.
So,
very familiar.
Sophia, we know about your new projects. That's super exciting. Tell our listeners where they can find you on the socials so that they may follow along on your glorious journey.
I will spell my full name.
Do
'cause
it.
All of the socials are just my full name. SOPHIAURISTA. Sophia Urista at everywhere.
Everywhere.
Love it.
Thank you,
Everywhere.
Sophia. Thank you so much
Sophia.
for
We love
being
you.
here.
We
Thank
love
Give our
you so
love
much.
to Jess and the kids.
Always a
Yeah.
pleasure.
And we are
We're so
totally
glad
going
to
to come
have
on your podcast. Get ready.
It's our podcast.
Our podcast.
Couples therapizing.
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 Hoagies.
Hoagies.
Half a hoagie.
That's
Yeah.
the logo.
I will bring hoagies
I like
for
that. I
everyone.
want that hoagie necklace.
I'm gonna talk to your father at the jewelry store, see what he can do.
Yes.
Get a
I'm
hoagie
never going to
necklace.
let it go.
Signing off.
Signing off.
That was an awesome chat with Sophia, wasn't
so
it?
good, man. Sophia Urista, everybody.
Yeah.
She's just amazing, and it was just great to hear all the stories and all the motherhood and
Yeah.
all that beautiful stuff, and being a superstar and
All the things that it
and
takes.
juggling all these
Yeah,
things.
and
like you both
I
do,
love to
you
have
know?
these honest conversations with people too about parenthood because I think that's a thing that people don't really talk about.
Yeah.
And everybody just wants to ice it over like it's great. Yes, there are great moments, but it is also quite brutal.
Yeah,
And I
definitely.
think it's really important to talk about those things. So that was a chat, and I also know that her new projects are going to be Fire Flames because it's going to have all that energy in
Mm-hmm.
there that just makes us so much stronger.
Definitely.
Life is a spinning wheel.
It is, man. It's a beautiful thing, but it was great to talk to
Another
Sophia
fantastic chat.
Another fantastic chat
That's
showing off.
off.
Showing off with Brian Newman.
Well, and I'm Angie Pontani. I almost forgot my name. That tequila was delicious.
I know, Dano's Dangerous Tequila.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to Showing Off, where we kick open the stage door and get into some fabulous conversations about showbiz. And if you want to share a show off or submit questions, drop us a line at showingoffpod@gmail.com. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Showing Off Pod. And leave us a rating and review. We love 5 stars.
Showing Off is brought to you by Base Creatives and produced by Scott Frederick, Ellis Frederick, Ariel Nissenblatt. Recorded at Wolf Studios in Brooklyn, New York with sound engineer Wolf Taylor. Our theme song, Take Me Back to Brooklyn, is written and performed by Brian Newman.